So, welcome to Lost Wiki Kozlovka, a puzzle game, I believe, set in a fictionalized Eastern Europe setting. I think it's kind of like a computer-based puzzle games. Okay, I think we're good, hopefully. So yeah, this game is made by Yati the Man. Of course, Lost Wiki. Let's start. Okay. Yeah, like I said, one of those computer things. I'm just clicking. I've read your articles, and I think you can notice Weather's mess. You're thorough, and more importantly, careful. That's what I need. I've granted you limited access to the database. It holds more than enough, if you know where to look. Lysenko v. Kozlovka. Potential job in Kozlovka. Okay. Use the hyperlinks to navigate around the database. Drag the right words into the report. When you're satisfied with the conclusions, submit the findings to me. I will review them. In the mail, press the attachment file you would like to view. Hold and drag to move. Scroll to zoom. Okay. Yeah, okay. Cool. Just attachment. Okay, database. Cool. Kozlovka. This is image viewer. Ooh, this is okay. I don't know that. Okay. It is beside the. Okay. So, Kozlovka is a small town located in the eastern region of Czernava, nestled at the edge of the Bielowietza forest. The town boasts agricultural achievements on incredibly fertile soil. Kozlovka was founded in 1887 and survived significant challenges, including German occupation during World War II and later Soviet influence. I mean, didn't we all? Yep. Certainly a town. Oh, okay. So it shows like all the connections to it. Got it. Kozlovka is a quiet town in Czernava, just beside the Bielowiec forest. A vibrant woodland with a very distinct ecosystem. At the heart of the forest, tall tree stands proud. The logo is referred to as the... Okay. The town itself is thriving. One which boasts plentiful harvests and produces food sustainability. Oh, okay. Kozlovka is most known for its agricultural achievements. Their yearly yield supplies around 10% of the food in Czernava. Their medicinal herbs are also known to be overly potent. Even with their success, there have been pushes to industrialize their practices, most notably the Modern Farming Initiative, proposed in the 90s. I love when they include graphs, but it's like, what is this graphing? What are the variables here? It's just it goes up, I guess. I guess it's this probably. Yeah. Let's see here. Ooh, there's a little cube here. I don't know if that's important. The red is throwing me off a little, but I think it's fine. Known for its distinctive natural features, it is home to an ancient tree, the Draken Oak, which is believed to be over 1,000 years old. It is also home to a unique and rare fungus, symbiotic ergot. Spooky tree. So we've got weird circles, weird symbols. Love the clicking sound though. That's a very good clicking sound. Rare and ancient tree. Carving on the trunk was said to be a pagan tradition to honor the agricultural season. It is protected by the Sarnavian government in 1991 after establishing their independence. I don't think that's... It is protected by the... I don't think that sentence is correct. Whatever. It's okay. It's okay. The tree is the primary host for the fungus symbiotic aircraft. Okay. We're actually just gonna... I just want to see what would happen. Okay. You found something, but not enough. If you want to keep going, you'll need to understand where this place began and look for pattern connections. The filter is a tool, not a solution. Follow the threads, not the labels. I mean, yeah, of course I want more than this. This is like the most basic Wikipedia summary of my life. Okay. If I go here, yeah. Yeah, I can go back here. Okay. There's a lot to discover here, so I think I'm gonna start just finding all the articles from here, and then I'll just go article by article. So we found this one already. We found this one already. Okay. Date of Winter Festival. 1 second. I'm gonna write this down real quick so I don't forget which passcodes I actually need to find. And that's for the founded link. Okay. I want to make sure that I actually find everything in here, because I do really like the look of this game so far. Okay, German occupation from an earlier entry. Fun. Let's see. Yep, those sure are soldiers. Okay. So, from 1941 to 44, Kozlovka was occupied by the Germans. It was a main source of food supply for the battalions occupying that region. In June 1944, a huge offensive was launched, cornering the Nazis in the Bielowiec forest. Dozens of lives were lost to the forest, which ended in a Soviet victory. Afterwards, Zarnava declared independence in 1991. Okay, cool. Okay. I know this is a real place. I think it's in... I want to say like maybe Bulgaria or something. Bielowiecza? I don't know, there's none of the fucking markings on top of the letters, because there never is in anything that's written in like vaguely English. And it's so annoying because I'm not sure to pronounce that. I think it's Bielowiecza. Bielowiecza sounds like the right way to say it. Okay. So we found everything here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So the question marks are stuff that we haven't found yet. Bookmarked. Okay. Okay. That one's definitely important then. We'll go to agriculture. Seems like the boring one. Let's see medicinal herbs. I want to see if there's like an achievement for finding all the images or something. That's why I'm clicking on everything. I want to be sure. I'm totally the kind of person to try and get every single achievement. So, anyway, ironically, due to Kozlovka's incredibly fertile soil, the medicinal herbs grown in the area are too potent for use and are not approved by the government. How fun! However, some locals vouch for their effectiveness. Just the local pharmacist, Dr. Mstislav Dragunov, that's the Dragunov family again, and the witch, although she advocates more for its use in ancient pagan rituals. The witch? Don't know their name. Okay, cool, thanks. Yeah, and this links us back to agriculture. Cool. So Dr. Mstislav Dragunov. If someone put this photo up as my Wikipedia page photo, I think I'd cry. 'Cause what the fuck is that? So is an accomplished medical doctor, local pharmacist of Kozlovka. He was the first to formulate medicine using the local colony of symbiotic ergot. No one has been able to replicate his success. Totally for normal good reasons, and not because he's probably fucking deranged or something. He's a vocal advocate of using Kozlovka's medicinal herbs for nationwide medical use. This guy's so trustworthy, you guys. He's so trustworthy. This links us back to, yeah. So let's see who the witch is. You know what? Yeah. Okay. Don't know what I was expecting. Couldn't have edited it better. Just had to slap it on there. Okay. Cool. Okay. That's the vibe. The witch is a local shaman who owns a small shop in Kozlovska's high street. She is most known for her appearance with her iconic one bloodshot eye. Even as a pillar of Kozlovska's culture, there's a decline in interest for ancient pagan rituals, as tourists can get her signature spiritual chalk. This is the symbol on the tree, isn't it? I think it is. I think it's the one on the tree as well. Flagship product of the witch, local shaman. It is advertised to be able to commune with the surrounding nature with the souls of those who perished. Sorry, once again, from the top. It is advertised to be able to commune with the surrounding nature and the souls of those who perished with rune symbols. Traditionally, it is a woman's job to mark sites with rune symbols, as many did. Okay. Cool. Is that everything? Yeah. Oh, we are... Okay. We've been a little off topic, didn't we? Modern Farming Initiative. Let's see here. I'm assuming this is boring shit. The Modern Farming Initiative was proposed by Mayor Yearns. Motherfucker, you can't be every single important position. Okay, you have to let other people do things too. I'm gonna say it. This is totally a dictatorship. In 1991, to revise Kozlovka's agricultural practices, it was approved by the Czernavian government after achieving independence. Tours included Dr. Kazimierz Ostrovsky, who was invited to the town to undergo research. The proposal was ultimately scrapped in 1992. Okay, interesting. I'm completely off topic from what this report is meant to be about. I'm gonna be so for real. Whoopsies. Okay, 1 second. I got distracted by stuff. I'll do the thing. I'm assuming this is the fungus they're talking about here. I just need to find... Okay. Oh, it's not the one on there. Okay. Symbiotic ergot is a unique fungus in the Bielowiecza forest that relies on a symbiotic relationship with their plant host Dragon Oak. The fungus is known to cause extraordinary fertility of the surrounding land. He was the leading expert in symbiotic. Uncommon, it can also be used as medicinal. Was is a very fun word here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. Actually, we should go back here as well, just in case, right? Yeah. So we go here. Okay. Yeah, Russian mycologist who specialized in the study of rare fungi. He moved to Zarnava and dedicated most of his 30-year career studying symbiotic ergot. He was invited to Kozlovka as part of the Modern Farming Initiative, primarily researching the ecosystem in the Bielowiecza forest. So I think we have all the links from there. the Zarnavan government. Okay. Year of Zarnava independence. I think it's 1991? I think it's 1991. I'm gonna check real quick. Because it'd be sick to remember that off the top of my head. Hey, check. I'm so good at this. No event available. I mean, they might have hidden something, you don't know. Surviving Cultural Preservation Initiative. Okay. The initiative started in 1991 when Zarnava gained its independence. Its purpose was to preserve sites and documents of cultural significance. CCPI. Draken Oak, the Modern Farming Initiative, Slavic rune symbols, and the Kozlovka town ledger. No images here. Ooh, I recognize some of those names. The Zarnavians have an Eastern Slavic ancestry and formed pagan beliefs, some of which come in the form of runes. Few locals like the witch still believe they hold power. Okay. Perron's monarch is... Okay. I'm gonna write down the names of these, just because I think that's for the best. Tumblr, offer protection against misfortune and ill omens. Which I think is... We saw that somewhere. Where did we see that? It was one of the other images, I remember. Rodovik is the circle one. Okay, family lineage, ancestral blessings, frequently found in household objects. That was the chalk image. And then Izvini is this symbol. It's the other circle, I guess. Symbol of forgiveness and peace. Found in pagan rituals associated with restless spirits. Okay. Symbol of fertility tied to bountiful harvest, carving tools or boundary stones. And this is one of the ones on the tree. I think there was a cross on there. And the twin glyph is this thingamajig. Represent duality, growth and decay, renewal and remembrance. Some rural communities believe that this Slavic room was a symbol of transition rather than an end. Would not be surprised. So many people have this kind of stuff. Twin. Okay. Cool. So I think that's all of them. Okay. Another passcode. We'll see. Actually, we need to... Okay. Oh, wow. We are expanding the web. This is gonna be fun. Drink. That is... Yeah, these are the... those ones. And then we have these ones on there as well. Okay. So yeah, it's the twin, the another one, I think. Yeah, this is the one at the bottom. Forgiveness and peace. Interesting. And we have... I think this one's on the top. And the twin glyph being on the bottom. I think that's right, at least. Yeah. It's the cross and then the twin. Okay, I think that's right. Engraved on the tree, there are two runes, top being the Seminous cross and the bottom being twin glyph. The locals clearly hold spiritual beliefs tied to the forest. These beliefs are not unfounded, for there are colonies of symbiotic ergot around the tree. The fungus is likely the cause of the town's agricultural success. The real brief. Thank you. Apologies for being cautious. I need to know you're the right person for the job. I have been fully honest with you. This isn't just research. Someone I cared about disappeared in the early 90s. Official records are incomplete and inconsistent. Most people stopped asking. I didn't. Okay. So we're looking for someone. It's similar to the Polish word for fox. And since I'm assuming it's Russian. Okay. Okay. So we're looking for disappearances now. Actually, what are the exact words? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So what can I access still? I think there's still stuff I can access here. You. Jan Dragunov. Yep. Sure is a guy. Okay. He kind of looks like one of the guys from Rancho. Just like a... like the mayor guy from Rancho. I don't know if you know what I mean, but... Jan Dragunov is the current mayor of Kozlovka. He came into mayorship after he superseded his father, Attila Dragunov, in 1992. Good to see that this is not a dictatorship. Good to see. Best known for proposing farming, which he invited. Yeah, we know that stuff already. But this is an important one. Looks great. Okay. Attila Dragunov was the mayor of Kozlovka from 1945 to 1992, so before independence. He was best known for establishing the Kozlovka police force and his affection for bisons. He was superseded by his son, Jan Dragunov, where he mysteriously vanished, part of the tragedy commonly known as the 19th disappearance. Okay, so we're gonna pop you in here. You're probably a notable one. Oh, that's the Perun one, isn't it? I remember the names, but I don't remember what they're associated with. Proper protection against misfortune and ill omens clearly did not work out. Oh, Christ, buddy. 15 people vanished from Kozlovka over the course of 2 months in the summer of 1992. Most notably, Attila Dragunov was among the missing, as well as one non-local. The investigation led by Jan Dragunov ran cold after a year, having only found a few items for several victims. This was the most recent tragedy the town had to endure. Okay. Ooh. No hint for the tragedies either. Okay. Is there anything else I can find? Date of Winter Festival. I feel like that should have been something I found along the way. Yeah, no hint for you. Yeah, and no hint for you either. Okay. Now we're gonna have to lock in a little bit. No. 1992, over the course of 2 months, summer, 15 people. You can try 1992, I guess. Incorrect. Yeah, I thought so. Date of Winter Festival. I mean, you can try Christmas, I guess? No. 25th? No. The 31st? No. Okay. I don't know. Or maybe it's just the other way around, and that's why I'm not getting it. What's this? Oh. System code 342. So, followed by the local 342. I need the local area code. I'm assuming it's the local area code of Kozlovka? But I don't think I have that. Do I? Lost Corporation. All rights reserved. Now I feel like date of Winter Festival should be pretty easy to get. And yet, somehow, it's not clicking. What dates would a Winter Festival be? I mean, I've got to get it eventually, right? No. Oh! Got it. 14th, was it? Fair enough. I knew I had to figure it out eventually. Brute forcing it. Okay. Okay, so, Dragunov family. Let's see. Got it. This is the grave, or whatever. Kozlovka was found by Bogdan Dragunov and Alina Dragunova. The story goes that their love guided them to this plot of land in hopes of starting anew as a family. A memorial was erected to honor the family, which includes a quote that reads, "For the loss of a few, there is still many." Okay, dramatic. Got it. This one looks blurrier. Bogdan, originally a carpenter, his career shifted to farming after having their first child, who was born sickly. He was famous for being a terrible farmer, but nevertheless persevered. Okay. He was always devout to his wife, and his family said to have borrowed her strength in times of need. Okay. And Alina. Okay. She was incredibly spiritual and set up the Winter Festival as her way of celebrating her husband's crops. The festival attracted dozens of people whose families make up Kozlovka. Today, she was always devout to her husband and was known in the community to set everything aside for the sake of her family. Well, that doesn't actually give me a lot of information, does it? That's not very useful. Shit. Okay. I guess I know their names now. That's something. Nope. 1992. No. Okay. Could be. What are the digits for ZCPI? Okay. So Z is 26, C is 3, P is 16, and I is 9. I'm gonna assume that's 2 plus 6, which is 8, and then 1 plus 6, which is 7, so 8, 3, 7, 9. 3, 7, 9? No. Okay, I'm wrong. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, modified. If there's any way for me to find the original one. Okay, so if it was scrapped in 1992, I mean, right? Because if it was scrapped in 1992, and that's the date of the that's the date of the disappearances, right? Let's see. 90s, yeah, summer of 1992. Were found in... I mean, the only other location we have is... Oh, wait a minute. That's the... 1 second. Yeah, that's... Okay. Yeah, so it's... The things were found in Kozlovka forest. Right? I think that makes sense. Also, should I be paying attention to the little modified thing? I feel like I should be paying attention to the modified thing. Right? Should I, like, bookmark them or something? Just in case. Because I feel like they wouldn't mention that the article has been modified unless there was a reason, right? And if this is about disappearances in fucking Eastern Europe in the 90s, then it's definitely political corruption. So I feel like there's no way that all of this is, like, actually unbiased information. Like, at least some of this stuff has definitely been... I mean, it's definitely been modified, because it literally tells me it's been modified, but some of it has been, you know, propagandized a little bit, I'm assuming. Like, any of these were... yeah, and it's only the people, too. Actually, not just the people, it's the Battle of the Forest as well, but I feel like that's also propaganda. Probably. Okay. Hopefully that's right. So in 1990s, there was a string of disappearances, most notably Attila Dragunov. Dr. Kazmin Ostrovsky was also a victim of disappearance. It was because of this the modern farming initiative was scrapped. The victims' belongings were found in Kozlovka forest, which is where they were presumed to have met their ends. Yeah? Dig deeper. I can't believe they were so close to town. This changes a lot of things. I should investigate further. By now, you must have tried to access our tragedy page. We normally don't share this to the public, but I'll make an exception. Okay, Volha. Volha Lysenko. Okay, so we know the person's name, which I feel like will definitely be important. Wait a minute. 451. Would that be the area code? Request for access to your Volha. Thank you for contacting the town hall. After considering your close relationship with government bodies, request to access the article Kozlovka tragedy has been approved. Below is a one-time code text page code 73. 7328. Okay. For a small town, Kozlovka had its fair share of tragedies. Among them, these are the tragedies that coincide with sudden spikes in Kozlovka's agricultural yield, from earliest to latest. Coincidentally, these tragedies were all committed in the... Okay. It's always about goddamn agriculture. Every time. 7328. That's what it was. Okay. Kozlovka tragedies. Nope, definitely no image. For an uneventful town, Kozlovka has had a fair share of tragedies throughout its history. See below the list of notable incidents is... Okay, so... 90s disappearance, the summer plague. Modified. What the hell is this? And it's like seal, and that's... something. In August 1990, an unusual wave of deaths spread across the town. Most victims had pre-existing medical conditions and were found deceased in their homes. Post-mortem revealed unidentified fungal matter within the bloodstream. Suspected first to be a fast-moving contagion, the tragedy ended as suddenly as it began. The symbiotic ergot is eating people for the agricultural, you know? Animal killings also modified. Has Battle of the Forest. Yeah. The only one not modified is 90s disappearances. All the other ones are. No crossing. Okay. In 1965, a tragedy occurred when locals were reporting their pets missing to the authorities. It was revealed that dozens of animals were found mutilated at the foot of the Draken Oak. I feel like at this point you should cut down the Draken Oak. It seems to be out for blood. I'm just saying. Although the investigation was quickly resolved, the bodies were proven difficult to retrieve due to them decaying at a faster rate in the soil for totally normal reasons. Forest Festival Massacre. No image here. Didn't want to show me an image of the Festival Massacre. Come on, guys. In 1892, dozens of locals were killed during the Winter Festival. Okay, I feel like I was supposed to find that here, but whoopsie daisy. Whatever. I brute forced it. It's fine. It's fine. The culprit was caught murdering festival attendees in front of the Draken Oak. One corner, the culprit slit their own throat and joined their victims at the foot of the tree. This is the earliest tragedy occurred in Kozlovka. The Winter Festival occurs every year on 15th December. Yay! I'm aware. The festival celebrates the hardship between people endured through the year. Wives would take up their husband's tool as a sign of kinship and equal footing. The holiday is no longer celebrated since the massacre in 1892. And there's no cross here. Or actually, there is the cross. It's the one below it that's missing. The twin one. What was it? Like, rejuvenation or something? Okay. So it wasn't there at the start. It's just the other one at the start. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Now let's order these. The Festival Massacre from earliest to latest. So yeah, Festival Massacre. Thank you. Okay. This was 1965. 1990. So it's, yeah, it's animal killings. And then summer plague. We're all committed in the, the forest again? Because it would make sense to say in the Draken Oak. It would make sense to say in the forest. Yeah. And this is the point at which I would have gotten this page originally. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if this works. No? Okay, so I'm assuming it's the Draken Oak instead, yeah? From earliest to latest. Ooh, wait a minute. Where is it? It's not here. It's an agricultural reason. It's agriculture. Okay, so what dates did it spike? It spiked in just before 1900. Right. And then it spiked between 1930 and 1960. So what, in like 1945-ish? And then it spiked again in 1990. Okay. So yeah. So it would have been the 90s disappearances, and then yeah, it would have been in the Festival Massacre, and then in the Battle of the Forest, middle, because 19 whatever. Yep, got it. For a small town, Kozlovka had its fair share of tragedies. Among them, these are the tragedies that coincide with sudden spikes in Kozlovka's agricultural yield from earliest to latest. Festival Massacre, Battle of the Forest, 19th disappearances. Coincidentally, these tragedies were all committed in the Białowieża forest. Białowieża? I'm not sure. Okay. I'm gonna have to Google that later. Redacted bypass. Your findings have more than a handful that are disturbing. This pattern we're uncovering, it's not random. Someone knew, someone let it happen. You must have redacted bypass installed in your system like any good journalist. It's been a while since it has been prohibited by the government, so here's a refresher on how to access it. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. I didn't actually need that. I figured that one out already, I think. Sorry. Yeah, it's 342. Did not need to tell me that shit, bestie. I figured that one out. I'm just that good at my job. 451 was the area code. Welcome to the Redacted Bypass. With this program, you can access data from articles that have been previously modified by local authorities. Insert article name to continue. Okay. Okay. We're gonna turn off the report for now. We're gonna... Okay. Knew it was a good idea. So what do we have bookmarked? Let's start with you. What have you got for me? As the town was relatively small, there was no sheriff, and so the mayor was responsible for leading investigations. Upon appointing himself sheriff, he stated, "As long as I draw breath, I shall keep this town thriving. Know that I will do what's best for Kozlovka." That doesn't sound good. I'm gonna be honest. That doesn't sound very good. That sounds bad. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that's good. Let's see what your son did, huh? What did your bitch-ass son do? Jan was infamous for being vocal about his disapproval of the use of the symbiotic air god. After the plague, he launched the modern farming initiative with the primary goal of phasing out the fungi from use. Okay. So then, why did he invite you? The town that my mycologist went missing during his time in Kozlovka. When the mycology community asked for his research in the forest, the local government refused to release any sensitive information. Wasn't... Okay. Okay. Here, we'll do all of the people first, I think. Come on. Thank you. This that I cannot do. He announced a more potent version of his medicine in 1989, but failed the safety test in the subsequent year and was not approved by the government. Sounds about right. That stuff sounds really bad. Like in general. Like it doesn't sound good. Let's see what the Battle of the Forest has to say. German documents show that the occupation was not a simple invasion, but it also investigated an event that happened in the late 1800s. These documents were given to the local police force. Okay. An 1800s event. The Festival Massacre? The Festival Massacre? Thoughts? Festival Massacre, yeah. Because if it was an event in the 1800s, then it was probably the Festival Massacre. I'm pretty sure it's the only major 1800s event we have. There was a disturbing rumor that the killer carved the runes of the Draken Oak as part of festival traditions. Although not much evidence suggests this, it was speculated to be the reason why the festival is no longer celebrated. It's like it was carved in there back then and it's still stuck around. Okay. And then the animal killings. Witnesses mentioned that they saw a red glowing dot darting around the area when the mutilations supposedly took place. This sparked a short-lived legend of an angry spirit in the forest. The police say that this was a baseless rumor. I'm not sure if we're dealing with something supernatural or not just yet. So, maybe. And then the summer plague as well, I think, is the last one. The victims are frequent patrons of who regularly complain that standard medicine will not help people with such long-standing medical conditions. After a swift investigation, the police said there was no correlation. You mean the police? The police that are headed by the mayor, who is, like, directly related? Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. So cool. So cool. Wait a minute. So, it could be caused the tragedy, the summer plague. Because of this, Jan proposed the modern farming initiative to abandon any uses of the symbiotic ergot. This is probably... Yeah, there we go. After the government's disapproval of the product, Dr. Mstislav Dragunov caused the tragedy summer plague. Because of this, Jan Dragunov proposed the modern farming initiative to abandon any uses of the symbiotic ergot. Okay. Family ties. Mstislav is a good man, but I knew his ambition would get to him. To think he risked innocent lives. I may have found something that is of use. What's inside is sensitive. Handle it accordingly. I'll continue digging around for more material. To whom it may concern, as you may know, it has been 3 months since our mayor went missing. He was dear to our hearts, but alas, we must come together and continue running the town. The control of the Kozlovka police force and its public database will be transferred to his son, Jan Dragunov, as he will be taking the reins as mayor of the town. With that, the passcode to the town has been changed. It is now the heading code of the town hall. Thank you everyone for your patience. Regards, Kozlovka Police Force. 1273? Possibly the heading code of Town Hall. 451? No. NW6. I'm assuming 1273 is the code, because it's 4 numbers, yeah. So it makes sense. I don't think there's any other 4-digit code that we can use. And besides, Lysenko's on our side, so no. Ugh. Okay. Heading code of the town hall. It would be NW6, right? Oh my god, is this where the numbers to letters comes in? I was thinking, I was right, it is numbers to letters, I was just looking at the wrong thing. Okay, 1 second. I need to figure out what numbers these are. Okay, 1 second, because it's... So would it be 0, 090, 135? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. I don't know what this means. Oh god. This is... What the fuck? Okay. So it starts with 0. Right, we know that one. It starts with 0. Minus 15 for that. 9. I don't know. Why is there an E there? NW6. I'm assuming that means it ends in 6, right? And that just leaves 2 middle numbers. It's motherfucking degrees. Are you kidding me? Ugh, I was so close too. You're right, it is fucking 90 degrees. be 45. Or no, because we're starting at north, which is how we get 135 for SE. I had to look up a hint for this. It's fucking the degrees on like a compass that each of these are, like starting from north. I'm not the best at directions, so this is not my forte. So that's actually 8, 9, 1, 315 actually. There we go. Okay, figured it out eventually. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was painful. Okay, I'm nearly got it. Nearly got it. Not the brightest bulb in here. Thank you to the Steam walkthrough for giving me the hints necessary to figure that one out. I would have never guessed it was degrees. I think that's more of a me problem, though. Okay, town ledger. This ledger details the family that governs the town of Kozlovka. See below the list of family members. Oh, we got a new person. We got new people. We got new people. Let's start from the top. Yep. His affection for bisons. Yep. We already have you as well. Lilia. The Witch. 1963. It's the Witch, right? Because she has the eye as well as 1963. Okay. Lilia Dragunova is the adoptive elder sister of Attila and Mstislav Dragunov. Okay, so they're brothers. So Jan is the nephew of the doctor. Okay. Although she acted more as a caregiver to the two boys rather than a sibling, not much is known about her besides reports of her eccentric personality. In 1965, the Dragunov family announced that she had run away to no investigation was held. Volha. Okay. Is the mother of Jan Dragunov. She was a proud mother and adamantly supported Jan's mayorship after her husband's disappearance, although she no longer uses their last name. She still has close connections with the family. Not you. Close relations. Dear Volha. Volha Lysenko. Found you. Okay. She has close connections. Okay. So, Volha Dragunova is the woman who is contacting me to solve this case. Lysenko. She's Volha. Right? I feel like that makes more sense. So let's see. So the witch, I'm assuming this is talking about the witch, right? The witch's true name is Lilia Dragunova, because of the eye, 1963. What happened in 1963? That's the age-old question. What if the tragedies happened in 1963? 1960. Oh. I feel like the animal killings? Right? Because she ran away in 1965 and no investigation was held. So I'm assuming that it's the same date, so I'm assuming that's why she ran away, right? To go do her witch thing. Okay, where's the redacted lighthouse? Animal killings. Remind me what this is about. Yeah, the red glowing dot is her eye. Okay. But oh god, okay, 1963 is an important date as well, apparently. I need to stop turning stuff off and I don't need to. 1892. Who could have done it in 1892? Borrowed her strength. No. She wouldn't have been able to. Probably not her either. I mean, there's also the room on this. But I don't think we have a name for what this is. Like, I don't think I'm able to drag that on there, you know? So it would have to be the Draken Oak, right? That's the only thing that we have. Oh, would it be the forgiveness one down here? This one, right? Associated with restless spirits. So would it be this one? Because we know where the other two came from, right? Yeah, because we know that these two were carved for the Festival Massacre, right? But this one, we don't actually know when or where or who or anything it was carved. So it could have been Lilia. Yep. The witch's true name is Lilia Dragunova. They were responsible for the tragedy and animal killings. They frequently returned to the site of the tragedy to carve the rune Isvini onto the Draken Oak. Okay. Okay. Hidden sister. To think that the witch was their sister all along, and to think they had a sister to begin with, it's almost unbelievable. I found this document hidden in archives. It felt like it was meant to be buried, like it wasn't meant to be found. I hope it helps your investigation. Okay. Oops. Year 1943, research notes 144, transcription. Tree looks to be centuries old. It can be confirmed there are runes on the tree. However, it isn't in chocolate the pictogram suggests. It seems to be carved with some carpenter tool. Reminds soldiers not to trample over the area and be careful of the delicate fungi. They are hard to spot, but they are there. Update, found a letter written a few days after the incident, which will attach it along with the notes. Okay. Okay, so this is the Battle of the Forest, right? I'm assuming this is the German soldiers. It's like some head of the battalion of some kind. The German battalion, of course. Because that's what it was about, right? It was... If we return here and we look at this again. Yeah. Yeah, this is the transcription of the German documents, at least part of them, right? So, this is about the Festival Massacre, and that's why they're asking about the runes. Okay. And the twin tragedy, the Battle of the Forest, I'm assuming. I'm assuming we're talking about the Festival Massacre here. Nope. Whoopsies. Tragedy Festival Massacre. 1892. For the loss of the few, there's still many. Borrowed her strength. feel like it's a weird phrase. Just everything aside for the sake of her family. They're also responsible for the 2 on the whatever, right? I'm assuming this is runes on the Draken Oak, right? Because there's 2 of them. On the Draken Oak. Right, because it was said that they were the ones who carved into it and everything. Still believe they hold power. But of course it's not the witch, because Lily isn't old enough to have been around in 1893. Adoptive elder sister. Was she born in 19? No. Yeah, because if this is just a date for the photo, she looks fairly young here, so she definitely wouldn't have been around then. Volha is probably around Lilia's age because she's the wife of Attila, and Lilia was his elder sister. So did she contact us to find... Yeah, I'm assuming this is to find her husband, Attila. I mean, the only person I can think of... A carpenter's tools. It's Bogdan. Or... No, because it's the Winter Festival is about... Take up their husband's tools, right? So it would have been Alina who did it. Yup. Alina Dragunova is responsible for the Tragedy Festival Massacre. They are also responsible for the 2 Slavic rune symbols in the Draken Oak. The rumors of the tragedy spread across Europe and led to another tragedy, Battle of the Forest. Which also, yeah, it makes sense why the Winter Festival is no longer celebrated too. I wouldn't want to do it if the fucking founder of it decided to go crazy. Conspiracy. This must have been the beginning of it all. I've heard of the legend before, but always thought it was an old wives' tale to scare me when I was a child. I think we're uncovering a much deeper conspiracy than we thought. Surely someone must have known about all of this. How did these tragedies go unnoticed, unconnected? Well, when you're in charge, you can do anything. Okay. I mean, he was... Right? What do you have to say? Because, I mean, he was the one who founded the police force and everything, so it makes sense. Yeah, leading investigations. Yeah, I'll do what's best for Kozlovka. That sounds like someone who definitely led investigations astray. I'm just saying. They ousted Lilia? Yeah, they ousted Lilia from the family after the animal killings. That was what she did. Yeah, and that's why... Oh, she ran away. She ran away. And then since they didn't really care for her, that's probably why. And then... I mean, I don't know if they cared for her. It's just said that she wasn't really their sister. But, I mean, more a caregiver. But I don't know if that means they actually liked her or not. After the tragedy... I'm assuming it was an accident. So, Attila covered up for him after the tragedy. He ousted Lilia from the family. After... I mean, I guess the animal killings were more purposeful. Yeah, not much is known about her, so we don't actually know their relationship, I suppose. Did I run through this through the bypass? I don't know if I did. No, I did not. Her brother Mstislav pursued medicine after being inspired by her childhood stories of being sickly, one which damaged her eye, although it was more of a morbid fascination of her condition than drive to help her. So yeah, they didn't really care about her, I don't think. Volha? Yeah, nothing in Volha. That's why I forgot. Whoopsies. I think I have everything else. So I think that's right. Yep, there we go. Attila Dragunov intentionally led investigation astray. They ousted Ilya Dragunova from the family after tragedy animal killings, and covered up mistakes made by Dr. Mstislav Dragunov after the tragedy summer plague. Okay. Okay. You've done enough. I don't think this is a good direction to pursue. You've already done more than enough for the investigation, and your notes have been very helpful. But for now, I'll ask you to stop looking at this. Please leave it be. Hell no. Hell no. I'm uncovering a conspiracy that you're... Yeah, see? I already figured this one out. You must have been incredibly close to Attila Dragunov. After all, your real name is Volga Dragunova, isn't it? Wrong assumptions. Attila was my husband. He was everything to me. I loved him, and I never imagined he would be involved in whatever this is. I hired you because I wanted to know what happened to him, not to learn he might have had a part in it. I don't know everything he did, but he was always a private man. Please don't assume the worst without proof. I mean, I feel like I have a bit of proof, at the very least, right? There is more play. There is why there are so many... Where is that? Tragedies. Everything traces back to one place, and the roots lead back to the Dragunova family. Dragunov family. The tree is the center of it all, and your husband's part of it. Or, I mean, the roots lead back to Drakenok? Yeah. There's more play. There's a reason why there are so many Kozlovka tragedies. Everything traces back to one place, and the roots lead back to Drakenok. The tree is the center of it all, and your husband is part of it. So dramatic. Imagine getting that email on a Tuesday afternoon. Finish what we started. We've come too far to stop now. I suppose we have to see this through. I went through his office. I hate doing it. It feels wrong. But something caught my eye. I don't know why he had this or what it means. Maybe you'll understand better than I do. I'm sorry, Jan, but it is impossible. The land is too reliant on the symbiotic ergot. Without it, we just can't. Maybe decades later something can change, but the damage is too dire. Your proposal will fail. And there's something else. I think I'm being watched. I might know who's behind the recent incidents, but I need to be certain before I say more. I'll explain in person. July 21st, 1992. I'm assuming this is from Attila to Jan. So I'm assuming this is Attila Dragunov sent a letter to Jan Dragunov about how the modern farming initiative will fail. Thank you. They also know who's involved in 1992, the summer plague? Mayhaps? Or it's either the summer plague or the 90s disappearances. I'm assuming it's the 90s disappearances. Because if we're July 21st, right? 1992, so that would have been probably at the height of the disappearances. Okay, so not... Something's wrong. Maybe it's the summer plague instead, like I was saying first? No. 90s disappearances, definitely. Definitely the 90s disappearances. Sent a letter to Jan Dragunov. So, okay, let me look at this thing again. So to be Ostrovsky instead? Yep, he was the myconologist. Dr. Kazimir Ostrovsky sent a letter to Jan Dragunov of how the modern farming initiative will fail. They also knew who was involved in the 90s disappearance. Okay. He was the mycologist. I should have checked him first. No subject. These are the last of what I could find. They know I've been looking into this. If something happens to me, please find Key smash. Rest in peace, Volga Lysenko. Yikes. Sorry, girl. You just want to find your fucking husband. The music's just become a lot more eerie, so I think we're in the end game now. Or at least we're a solid way through. Evidence letter. Refer to research notes 144 for details. My dearest daughter, do not fear the sacrifice your mother made. Take the fun guide and you will not only survive, but you will thrive. The land will remember your name as it remembers hers. With all the love I can still give you. Your father. 17 December 1882. Dear brother, I read her father's letter. Think about it. If the land feeds on what is given, then maybe it doesn't have to end in ruin. Maybe this is how we survive. It's no wonder she never seemed to age. All this time, I need to test it. A few small trials just to see. The thought alone has kept me awake for days. I know how it sounds, but this could change everything. Imagine what we could do for the next 50 years. Ooh. Dear brother, time is running out. I think I'll have to start soon. Jan invited some expert after your clumsy mistakes, but I think I can handle them. Perhaps your trials were not failures. You say they passed in their sleep. It might be the best solution to make it as painless as possible. It's the best we can do for what we're asking of them. For the loss of a few, there were still many. Okay. So I'm assuming this letter is from Bogdan to his daughter after what Alina did. And then this is from Mstislav to Attila, right? That's his name? Yeah, Attila. About their mother, I'm assuming. Their mother, who would have been Bogdan's daughter. Yeah, I'm assuming that's it. And then this is from Attila to Mstislav about the summer plague. And were they the ones that caused the 90s disappearances? I think I'll have to start soon. I think I can handle them. Okay. Is everything alright? Is everything alright, Vola Dragunova? Are you there? Which, yeah, not a good email. I think she's gone. Town Hall. Contract terminated. Hello. I'd like to apologize for Vola Dragunova's actions as of late. Unfortunately, we've decided to terminate your contract. Please cease all prior investigations and send your invoice to Town Hall. Your services will be paid in full. Thank you for your cooperation. We were finding things that they did not want found. This is Jan Dragunov, isn't it? He's the current mayor. Not male. Who is this? Jan Dragunov, is that you? Come on, baby. Were you Jan Dragunov? That was a good guess, or perhaps you're simply more perceptive than I gave you credit for. Tell me, what's driving you now? Curiosity, guilt, or the need to be right no matter the cost? Fun? You're probably the only one to understand. Too much blood has been spilled in... Where is it? In Kozlovka. And... There we are. You're probably the only one to understand. Too much blood has spilled in Kozlovka. Volga Dragunova and I didn't know what we were uncovering, but now we do. And the world deserves to know. Yeah, because you're sacrificing people to the fungus for agriculture. That's crazy, dude. Stubborn as a rock. You were naive to think that simply telling everyone is going to solve anything. Fruit doesn't heal, it spreads, it divides, it consumes. Fine, I'll let you or would she have sent it to... Lilia Dragunova caused the tragedy animal killings. It failed to achieve results. When they were caught, Attila Dragunov took the letter and sent it to Dr. Mstislav Dragunov. In their excitement, Dr. Mstislav Dragunov caused the tragedy summer plague. Because he would have access to the letter because the once the Germans were driven out, the German documents were given to the police force, which he was the head of. And he would have sent it to his brother, and he would have caused the summer plague. Okay, makes sense. Keep going. You're almost there. Okay. Yeah, I can tell. Only 3 letters in this set. Okay. So, no subject. Last letter. You, as in Jan, invited, where is he? Kazimir Ostrovsky to research symbiotic ergot. While research was underway, he would have started the ritual to get the symbiotic ergot back again, causing the summer plague? Right? No. No. Attila started it again, causing the 90s disappearances because he was killing people off again. Okay. Who was suspicious? Oh my god, okay. I'm assuming he was suspicious and tried to notify you. However, the letter was intercepted by Attila, your dad, who killed them and alerted you of the crime. Yep, got it. So after the incident, you invited Dr. Kazimir Ostrovsky to start research the symbiotic ergot. While research was underway, Attila Dragunov started the ritual once again, causing the tragedy in 90's disappearance. Dr. Kazimir Ostrovsky was suspicious and tried to notify you. However, the letter was intercepted by Attila Dragunov and killed them, and this alerted you of the crime. Got it. Well done. I'm assuming you already figured out what happened next. Oh, you killed your dad, didn't you? But I can make a calculated guess. You killed Attila Dragunov. He was the last victim of the 90's disappearance. But I can make a calculated guess. You killed Attila Dragunov. He was the last victim of the 90's disappearance. Cold-blooded. My father. He may have been my father, but by the end, he wasn't the man I knew. When I learned what he'd done, what he'd intended to continue, I had to end it. It was foolish because in the end, the burden fell onto me. The irony of it all. Some truths rot everything they touch. Do you understand why the past had to stay buried? It would be... Okay. Yeah, got it. Kozlovka is sewer-lined in the symbiotic ergot. The town was built on death, on rituals disguised as tragedies, and it's been feeding on that ever since. Do what you must. Kazimir only confirmed what I was too scared to admit myself. The town is built on blood, and to an extent, the country of Zarnava. If we stop the process, people will starve. But what's a measly few sacrifice? What's a measly few to sacrifice only every 50 years? It was a curse inherited by my family, but I've grown tired of the charades. I think in my heart, I wanted someone to know. I won't stop you from doing what you think is right. I only wished my mother wouldn't need to know. Damn. Oh shit, I didn't save. Oh fuck. Shit. Shit, I didn't save. If we burn... Okay, so if we delete the evidence, nothing happens, right? I'm assuming that's the bad ending. Because nothing changes. If we publish the article, everyone will know what's happening, but it won't actually change the situation. So I'm assuming we need to burn the tree, right? Get rid of the problem with the roots. Thank you for doing what I spent my whole life wishing I could. But every time I tried, I thought of what dying would mean, and I faltered. I was too scared, but now I've lived a much longer life than I needed. If Kozlovka survives, I pray it remembers you more kindly than it will remember me. Lilia. Oh, wow. Okay. I wonder what the other endings will be. Obviously, good work to the people who helped develop the game. You guys are really talented for all of this. I feel like this is... yeah. This was fun. Okay. I want to... Please tell me I can just go back. No. Thank you. Oh my god. I didn't... Thank God. Thank you for playing. This project was a labor of love, and we hope you enjoyed the experience as much as we enjoyed creating it. Your game was saved just before the last report. Feel free to explore other endings. Thank you so much. You guys are great. Thank you. I completely forgot. Oh, and that's like the tree and stuff. I thought that was a woman's hair at first, when I first started. Continue. Yeah, come on. Hurry up. Boot up this awful computer. Yeah. Come on. I want to see the other endings. Come on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Kozlovka is too reliant on the... Where is it? Hello? Hello? Okay, I can't find it. Where's it connect? Oh, it's back here. Whoops. Okay. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. I want to see the other endings. Yeah, I only wish my mother would need to know. Let's move. Let's publish the article. Let's go from what I think the best option is to what I think the worst option is, right? Because I think this is the best, and I think this is second best, and I think this is the worst. So, let's publish the article. Detention notice on unauthorized disclosure from the Sarnava government. Sarnava Internal Security has flagged you for unauthorized disclosure of classified material. Your residence is under surveillance. Agents will arrive within 2 hours to take you into custody. Processing will occur at the National Center. 1 phone call will be permitted. Remain at your registered residence until an agent arrives to avoid escalation. Administrative office. So, in this ending we get arrested. Yep. We get arrested for publishing an article disclosing the truth about everything that's happened. Okay. Yep, no, that's fair. Probably should have expected that one, honestly. They do not seem like the kind of person who will mess around. Okay, let's see what the last one is now. And let's delete the evidence now. Are you there? Things are quiet, and the fields are green again. The harvest looks like it'll be strong this year. My son hasn't said much, but he pushed it all off as a misunderstanding. Guess some things don't change. But I can't help but feel like there's something wrong. I know you've not replied to my previous emails, but please, give me a sign. So we're just completely ignoring her in this ending. And Jan is doing what needs to be done, I guess. Damn. So I guess we just stay out of it in this one. Just completely ignore everything that's been going on. Okay. So I was right. It is... I mean, this one is obviously better for us personally. But I feel like it's worse overall. Yeah, thank you for playing. Thank you for making this game. This was really fun. Yeah, that was Lost Wiki Kozlovka. This was really fun to play through. Dragging it around got a little tedious, I don't know if you noticed, but other than that, I think this was a really fun game. I think it was really interesting, and it was really fun uncovering the mystery of what was happening in Kozlovka. The endings are obviously like minimal differences, but I do think it's very fun, and it was... I got a little stuck at points. I don't know if you could tell, but that was only like 2 things, because I wasn't sure what I was supposed to be doing, but once I got into the swing of it, it was fine. Loved the graphics as well. All of it was very pretty looking. Definitely enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed watching me play through. Thank you so much, and have a good day.